So here's an update on the car. So as you all know, whenever you move to a new area, you always have to find new stuff, new car washes, new everything. I found this place and so far it's been really shitty. I tried two of those bays behind me and the nozzles were broken. The soap, one didn't have soap, so I had to move to that one. Then they had this like protective coat type thing, like matching foam stuff that you spray on your car, and the gun was broken, so I couldn't even use that. So it was like to leave one that's broken to go to another one that's broken. Come here and there's this lovely vacuum. You put in a quarter and it gives you 3 minutes. So I was thinking, oh, score, it says put in 4 quarters. So I was like, oh sweet, I get to do the entire car for $1, and it gives me 12, what is it, 3 times 4 or whatever, 12 minutes or something. So for 12 minutes I had to listen to that stinky ass fucking vacuum fucking make suck noise while it shoved out all this rancid ass smelling. It smelled like fucking ass is what it smelled like, making the inside of my car smell like ass. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just wing it out and let the car air out. And I couldn't even fucking do that. So I only did this and a little bit of the back seat. I couldn't stand the smell. I mean, right now I'm just fucking sick. I think I'm going to go to the other car wash that's down the road from here and do it. See, I got a little bit of it, but the other side over there is just terrible. And whenever I'm doing my wash, I always like to just pat dry it. Look at all that. I'll come back with a microfiber cloth or something for the door jambs here in a bit. But yeah, this is one of the shitty parts about moving to a new area, is that you have to find all new places to go. And I thought this would be pretty good since it was right down the street. It's not. It's just shit. I mean, the brush couldn't even get any of this off like the old car wash that I used to go to. I could drive way out in the country and go back, but it'll be quite a drive. And then driving on back, I'm going to get all of the dead bugs that I just washed off right back on. And now I kind of see why it isn't so busy, because most of the shit here is broken. But I pat dried most of the car down. I really gotta give the tires some love. I got most of my stuff in here, but as you can see right in there are still bits of possum and whatnot, bloody looking, little jelly looking type stuff that's crusted on. And man, I just wish I had the space and the place so that I could just pop off all the wheels, just jack the whole car up and just get under it, and or drive it up onto a one of those like underground shop bins where people are under it and you just drive over it, one of those, and just fucking clean the hell out of my car. Just spend the entire day just doing little stuff like that. And you always have to be gentle with the rear spoiler, in case you don't know, because these things have the tendency to fly off, break off, or wash off with high power washers in car washes. So I'm always pretty gentle with it, and I can't really be doing any more damage than what's already done to the car paint wise over the past the car was released in 2009, or that's when it was made and put out, so I think it was like June of 2009 or something like that. So I can't really, be doing anything worse. Can't make my paint any worse than what it already is, as you can tell. Swirl marks and all, micro scratches, spider webbing, whatever. She needs a good detailed job. And then, where I ran into that thing, but you can't really see it. So I'm not too worried about all this stuff. Just give her a good buff and then be done with it. But the thing that I will be doing is storing her for the winter, or at least I'm going to bust my ass to pick up a beater. And again, this is Arkansas, so I can't find a place to store the car. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I might just put a cover over her, and I don't know. I really don't know what I'll do. So I'm still working on that. But overall, the car's been great, except for the few little minor things. When it gets wet, she does that weird rattling sound when it's really cold outside, or it's been really humid. One of those two. If it's just a nice in-between day, nothing. But I don't know, I guess it's kind of like, you know, old people saying, oh, I can feel it in my bones when a storm's coming, and I'm like, fuck. As soon as my car starts making that sound, I already know there's a major storm coming, or at least rain, and of course it rains. And it only does it, you know, like that when it's super cold or it is about to rain. Really humid outside, and it's always coming from this general area right in here, right down in there. Because I'll start the car and then I'll hear it, and then it'll be like, start it up, and then it'll be and then it sounds like the car is about to die, and then it just picks back up. It died once in all the times that it's done it, so I don't know if it is the timing chain, because it's coming from right in this general lower area that I hear it from like right in here. So I don't know what it could be that could be making that sound. There's those lights. So I mean, I know it's a base and all, but you know, I just want to keep my car good, because I plan on keeping this car. I mean, if I could find, you know, if someone could work on, you know, payments for, you know, a used V8 version, then that would be awesome. You know, do like $500 every 2 weeks or something. If it's like an $8,000 car, then, you know, in 8 months it's paid off. But so far no luck. So, and I gotta go to my dad's and get that fixed so that I can push it in. I mean, I can push it in a little bit, but not really. So I gotta get under there and loosen it up, push it back. I gotta get some glue to glue this little corner on. Gotta go to my dad's for that too. And I think all of my stuff's still over there. Most of my stuff. I got some of my tools, but most of the stuff to, you know, to like do this little bits are still over there at his in his shed. So I gotta go back there one of these days and start, you know, piecing all of these little things back together. I don't know, maybe I can borrow his garage and, you know, do what I want to do. And I know I gotta replace these rotors back here. These are looking rusty, and this is just after washing them. Yeah, they're not even cold. So, but the thing is that with these, since I have GT rotors up front with the GT brackets, the front rotors are bigger than these, and the GT rotors are about that much bigger. Well, you can't really see it, but they're about ½ an inch taller than these. So, or ½ an inch or something, I don't know. They just fill out more of this shield thing. So that's, you know, just little things. But hopefully for my birthday that's coming up here, my mom asked me what I would like, and she wanted to get me clothes, because all of my clothes is all stained and whatnot, and I really don't care what I wear, just because, you know, it's like, who am I going to impress, and who the hell is after my ass that, you know, is all like, you know, I want to date you and you should, you know, learn to dress better and all. No one. So I'm just happy with what I've got. So there's the inside. So as long as, you know, as long as the car is fine, I don't need any clothes or any pants or anything like that. Just what I've got's fine. Some thrift store shopping's fine. Trunk is full of junk. I gotta clean up in here, because when I lived out in that tiny house, there were a bunch of little trees. So as you can see right in there, there's dirt that I've got to get to. But just a bunch of stuff that I need to get fixed on the car. So I told her, instead of buying me clothes and shoes and all that stuff, 'cause she wanted to go to Dillard's and get me stuff. And if you've ever been to a Dillard's, you know, a shirt is like 50 to 90 bucks in there. Pants are like 100 to 150 bucks, just the cheap stuff. So I told her, you know, for the amount of money that you're going to spend on, you know, clothes that, you know, one tear and, you know, one bleach stain and all that good stuff are gone, you know, you could just buy me car parts that'll last me a hell of a lot longer and, you know, actually go towards something. Kind of like that Billy Joel saying you get more mileage from a cheap pair of sneakers. When he was talking about the speakers, although I don't know, it just depends on what kind of speakers you get, but the cheap pair of sneakers I highly doubt. But it's like that. So I told her to just get me my Camaro wheel that I need so I can get off of these stocks. My Camaro wheel and a tire. So altogether, just for some cheapo tire, that because this is a base, I'm not going to be pushing any mad power. I found a tire for like 70 bucks, but everyone on the owner's page said they're crap. So I'll just see if I can just find, you know, a good deal on something slightly better than that, because these are cheap tires that are on here. These are 245s, 40 19, and these are just some all-weather, all-season tires that I got for, I think they were 78 bucks or something, or 78 or something, but after taxes and everything it was like 108, 102 depending where I went to. And there's Xena Argus tires, and as you can see, there's just a ton of tread left in them. I mean, these things are rated for 40,000 miles. I've had them on there. I'm at like around maybe, I want to say I'm about 50,000 miles, and they still have a lot of tread left. So again, you know, I'm not pushing mad power or anything. My car is just basically just for looks. That is pretty much all I am going for. But if worst case scenario comes that I can't get to can't find a place to store my car, then I guess she'll just I'll just see if I can store her at my dad's garage or something. I mean, I don't want to drive my car through the snow. This will be, I think, the second snowstorm. I think I drove a little bit on the first one, and it was just a town and back, and then I waited until the roads were cleared. And so that's about it. I got to replace one of the fog lights because one of them went out, and I'm debating if I should just pull them and just go back to the stock ones, just buy some new stock ones and completely convert everything to LEDs. So I may try that just so that I can stop dealing with HIDs and all. But you know, the more little things that I do, the further I set myself back is the thing. So, but you know, as long as the car is looking good, then I'm happy. I just got to find a place where I can store her. But here in Arkansas, there's not a lot of options, if any. There's a sketchy garage that you can rent from some dude and store your stuff in it, but you know, who knows if you go back there and your car and whatnot's still there. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to finish up here cleaning the car. I'll be doing a detail wax spray thing, whatever, on it, and then I'm going to go pick up a salad and go to work and, you know, hope for the best. I think that's about it. There's nothing else that I need to do to the car right now, but you know, I'll see, especially about those lights. Just because, and then I want to get these grills painted, but then the thing is that once I get them painted, you know, they flex when you pull them out. So to get to this, you know, I mean, to get to this, I still have to take this off because it's sitting over the fog light. Unless I could, you know, like cut this little ring off, but then it would kind of look like crap, especially when I put in the stock one back in. So all sorts of stuff. It's like a never-ending process. seeing a lot of gap here, but I think that's just normal. I mean, there's no gap there, so that's fine. And from up here, you don't even see it. I think I think most of the issues that I've had with my car are just me being really picky about things, really dumb things that, you know, that are normal on the car that, you know, that just set my OCD off and whatnot. So there she is. Get her cleaned up and then I'll go home, or get my salad and go home. Play a little bit of Xbox, because I got an Xbox now. My moving in gift, or whatever they call those, in going away gifts or something. And the only game I've got right now is Life is Strange, which is a really awesome game. I was hooked on it. I played the first story all night long. Whoa. Stinks like fucking raunchy ass vacuum. Phew. I guess I'll leave this open for a while. Or, I don't know, I guess I'll just... There's an O'Reilly's down the road from me. Like, literally from where I'm at. So I guess I'll just pick up some black ice trees and toss them in there. So, hopefully, we'll see. And now, I don't know if I'll hold off on this or not, but I maybe. We'll just see where I'm at after I pay my rent and all the bills and everything. Because if I have enough to get my Camaro wheel, I'll get that Camaro wheel and the tire and, you know, slap them on sometime this week. Maybe. We'll just see. Because I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. I like having a little bit of money saved up just in case, you know, anything happens. So I'll get back to doing car stuff here.